everybody, it's me. I'm back. Nice to see you. I hope you had a good couple of days. I am again a hot mess because I gotta have somewhere to start here on this video. I do notice the lighting in here. I was talking about this last time. When I went from picture to video, the whole lighting changed. Like everything about my face changed. So it's got to be the video lighting. I used to have a lamp. I'm in my bathroom. So first of all, I used to have a lamp over there. Which had a little bit of a warmer light. This also is on a dimmer, so I might just try to dim it. It might just be that it's so bright, it just really highlights all that. Also, special guest star today. This is Bruce. Say hi, Brucey. Say hi, little puppy. He is trapped in here with me right now because I have guests and people, and I don't want to have to deal with him barking and going and chasing him. I do have not coconut oil, cocoa butter shea oil in my hair. I got on here today. I'm like, one of these days I gotta actually do my hair so you can see what it looks like. Still waiting for this to wash out. It's only been one wash, 2 washes, I think. So still starting to wash some of that stuff out. I have to go in with this dark to give it some depth because I feel like when I don't, it just completely washes me out and brings out so much of the red in my face. So I started putting in this dark ash color, and I really go in with the highlights and the lowlights and everything. And then this is kind of look crazy for a couple weeks, and then it washes out and everything's fine. I might have to do a couple light purple shampoos, some brass off, things like that. So today is a get unready with me. Yes, I'm going to get even more unready than this. I also don't know what that's about. It's just my life. I think I must have had my glasses sitting there or felt something. I don't know what's going on there. So I also realized in doing these videos, I speak a little fast and a little too much, and then I get out of breath and I forget what I'm talking about. So I have some follow-ups from my get ready with me, and then I also want to do some of my how I take my makeup off and things like that, because I'm trying to get into a much better routine, and I think I have found a couple hacks that I want to share with you guys. So let's get started. So a couple of the things I mentioned last time was that conditioner, and it is Professional Sebastian Velupt. I guess voluptuous Velupt. And I really like this because when you have thin hair, some of the ones that are super moisturizing weigh it down, and then it just looks like this when it has oil in it, where it just doesn't give me any kind of life or bounce. So I found that this one does condition really well, make it feel good, but then it also gives it some, some life, so it looks cute. I am working on my situation. I did find out that my mom has my big L-shaped desk, as I want to be able to sit down and do my hair and makeup with you guys. But she's using it, so she's ordered a new desk. So as soon as she gets her new desk, I'm going to get my old desk back, and then I'm going to do some videos, and I'm going to do like a whole set and everything. So it'll be cute. It'll be cute. Coming to you from a cute studio. Lumi was the other one, so I've got 2. So Lumi body wash. Clean Tangerine. Okay, it's not my favorite. Smells a little yeasty. I kind of feel like I smell like Blue Moon if you drink. That's pretty much what it smells like. Now, I don't feel like I smell for a long time, but when I use it and right after I use it, I definitely smell beer is what it smells like. But when I tried all the different, I wanted to say flavors, scents, they have a cucumber, they have a rose, they have this one, they have the original plain. This was the one that I felt just worked the best. I didn't feel like the other ones worked that great for me. When I run out of this, or I have some that were part of like promotional packaging where you get different kinds, because I did that one time. I got like a variety pack. The cucumber clean one does sometimes work, but I just don't want to rely on that one all the time because it's not that reliable. So I have found Tangerine is the best. Now, I did switch from the liquid, because I still some of my liquid from before, to this has been my go-to. People, look at it. Look at it. See it? It's beautiful. See this? Life-changing. Lumi Acidified Cleansing Bar. pH optimized for face, body, and private. So it's an actual hard bar soap. So I put it in my hands. It's actually pretty thick. And you don't need a whole lot of it. That's the great thing, is that this was $20, which is like, one bar soap, $20. Okay. But I promise you, it lasts for a long, long time. You are not going to be disappointed. I hope not. You might have to try some of the, flavor, scents, whatever. And then I told you guys I use that soap. And then I come in afterwards with a whole body deodorant plus sweat control. Now before, I believe it was just the deodorant and it wasn't a sweat control. So when they came out with the deodorant plus the sweat control, I was like, oh, I'm getting that, because your girl, I sweat. I sweat. I got things, I got loose skin, I got boobs, I got things happening, okay? I sweat under, I sweat in between, on the sides, I sweat, okay? So it's nice to not smell or be all sweaty. And this works everywhere, if you know what I'm saying. And I've never had any kind of a reaction. And like I said, I am a sensitive gal everywhere, okay? Can't use scent anything, anywhere. Can use those, no problem whatsoever. I gotta slow down. Okay, so this is the one I was talking about where I do that peroxide wash on my face, trying to help with some of the spots, like some of the aging spots. I have a lot of red, dry, flaky, like that definitely feels like red and raised a little bit right there. This is a Panoxyl acne foaming wash, 10% benzoyl peroxide, which I think is like hydrogen peroxide. Now this shit dries my skin out. I actually use this, and I'm going to walk you through everything I use. And this whole weekend, I think when I did my get ready with me, I was talking about how my texture wasn't showing up there. I got in the car and I was like, oh yeah, it's showing up. It was showing up. And then the last 2 nights I had to go in with Aquaphor, which is like, oh, I love Aquaphor. It is greasy, but it doesn't break me out. It's like Vaseline, but it doesn't give me pimples, which is incredible. But it's like putting Vaseline on your face. So especially like in my cheeks, my lower areas, which are not naturally oily. So I think what I have to do is stop using this as much as I am, and then I'll show you some of the other things like toner. I've introduced toner. I think that's drying out my skin, and also that liquid exfoliant I think could actually be what's really doing it, because that's the last thing that I've added into my routine, and it's since I've started doing that I've noticed just really dry flakiness, just like, you know, girl needs to moisturize a little bit. So this is good. And actually I've heard a lot of good things about this for brightening your skin. So if you have, like, I know from where like my armpits rub or like my thighs rub together, I have a little bit of discoloration there. So something like this works also. Did you know, I saw this on their commercial, so take it what you will. They use, what is it called? I just thought about mandelic acid, I believe is what it's called. And it actually also is a skin lightener. So there's that. Speaking of lightening skin, I also wanted to tell you guys about something else I've been doing. I have been doing at-home laser therapy. Woo-hoo. Yeah. Okay, so I did it 5 years ago on my legs, and that was the only place I really saw success with it, but it was the only place I really stuck with it. I kind of gave up everywhere else. It is tedious. Not my favorite thing to do, but I did actually see results with it. Now I have super pale skin, super pale, and then like a natural, like down here is probably a little closer to my natural color, like where it's darker, a little darker, like a nice light brown color to my hair. And when I talked to the professionals, because I did call and ask to get the consults for the super pricey laser ones, and they said that I was a candidate in the sense that it would work, but that it wouldn't work 100%, that it would never, my contrast was not high enough. So my hair had to be darker to get like 100%. So they said I could do it, but that I would always have to come back in for treatments, and they couldn't guarantee that it would get more than like 80%. And I was like, well, fuck that. If you're only going to guarantee me 80% and I'm still going to have hair, I'm going to do it myself. So guess what I did? I went out and got me another laser. So I used to have one, oh, I don't even know the name of it. It's probably here. I had like a little dresser over there with all my goods in it. And it used to take cartridges. So I would order the cartridges. And I paid like $100 for the actual machine, and then like $100 for the cartridges, but I would get 3-4 of them, and then each of those cartridges would last a month or two. So it really wasn't a bad deal. And like I said, it did work when I was consistent with it. So I've been hearing a lot about the Kenzie, so I have gone out and used one of my God-given thank you money drafts that have come in to get me a little bit of this this here, I guess you can see it, right? Kenzie, the Kenzie. Now this is, you got to really watch, like I couldn't even figure out how to turn this thing on for 3 days. I had to watch a YouTube video. That's why I love YouTube. And funny, because anybody asks me a question, I'm like, I don't know, but I'll find out. Let me YouTube it. So this one, I've actually really been enjoying it. I've been using it now for a few months. I'd say about 3-4 months, which is, they say about 3 months on the long end for you to see results. I started seeing some results. I started with my legs because I knew that was my most, it was during the summer, like right after the summer. I'm just so done shaving my legs right now. So I did that. So I'm already feeling the results. My skin is so much smoother. And actually the light helps to clear up any darkness in your skin. So I had a couple of spots, I guess you could call them like, I don't know if they were considered spider veins, but they were definitely like something. It looked like a bruise that just didn't go away for years, like 3-4 years. So I think it was a spider vein. I also do have a few varicose veins too in the back, especially where I would like cross my legs, like in the back of my knees. So sometimes I can be a little self-conscious about that, but yeah, it's in the back. I can't even see it. But it did help to clear that up. It did help to clear up, like if you get those little red bumps after you shave, oh, it helped a lot with that. I also think exfoliating, I've been doing a lot more body exfoliating. I think that helped with that too. And if you get those red bumps anywhere on your body, including your bum, it's because you need moisturizer. So if you get pimples on your butt and think that you can't put, you probably need lotion on your butt. That's why you're getting the pimples. So those red bumps on the back of your arms or the back of your legs, I sometimes will even get them on my stomach. Just put some lotion on. And now use a good lotion. You know, I like to use baby oil, but I only, no Diddy fans around here. I only use it like once a week, once every couple weeks, especially in the winter time when I feel like my whole body just gets dry. So there's that. So I've been doing the laser, so my legs are looking good. I did introduce my bikini area and my armpits about a month and a half ago. Not as consistent there, but I am starting to see some results. And I did, when I did my research, they said the bikini area was like the hardest one, the last one to go. You got to stick with it the most. It also is the most sensitive, so I have to use it on the lowest settings. Like my legs, I go in full power. But if I do that on my hoo-ha, I get a nice little zappity-doo-dah-day, and that shit hurts, okay? Okay? Make sure you shave, because if you have any hair and it touches it, you get a little zip, like a little zap, and down there, whoo, not a good feeling, okay? Sometimes zaps are good, but not the zap. You don't want, no. Shave your hoo-ha, okay? I'm gonna help you out there. I'm gonna save you some things. So that's that. Okay, the other thing I wanted to show you guys before I started getting all messy was that I got a new Christmas outfit. I have been trying to get a little dressier for family occasions because I feel like for a long time it was yoga pants, COVID-19 era. I didn't really have to get dressed or do much. So I did, I just ordered a couple of things on Amazon because your girl is on a budget over here. I ain't got money like that. But I did find this cute black dress. It was like 15 bucks. Oh, I got it up backwards. So it's got like a little stitch right here, so it comes in, so I don't look pregnant, because I feel like sometimes these things will make me look pregnant. It's got a nice long sleeve. It's that, I call it the Temu Shein fabric. I actually love this shit. I don't know if you can see it, but it's like, yeah, it's got like lines in it, but it's so breathable because I get hot and then I get cold and then I get hot and cold. So something like this is good because it's enough that if I'm inside, there's a whole group of people, I drink alcohol, I turn red, I get hot. I'm not sweating and feeling like crap. Now this is a little on the short side. Like, it's showing a little thigh. Now I know that, woman in power, but I believe that when you get to a certain age, you should definitely, I believe I think a lot of the women need to cover up. Like, I'm tired of seeing TNA everywhere I go. Like, I don't want to look at that all day long. So let's cover up, ladies. Cover up. Have a little respect for yourself, okay? Because when you only draw attention to your body parts, that's all anybody's going to be thinking about. Not what's up here, what's here. So let's, this is the most beautiful part of you. Anyways, so because it's a little short, I found these adorable leggings. Look at how cute they are. They have reindeers on them. Now, I haven't really been a big fan of red. I feel like I have red in my face, and when I put anything red up to it, I just look like a red tomato. I used to get called Big Red on the schoolyard because I was overweight and I turned red. And one day this boy came up and I had a crush on him, and he came up behind me and gave me a big hug, and I turned this red, this color red. So they called me Big Red. That was like middle school. That was not the beginning or the end of the bullying for me, sadly, but you get through it. So I wanted to embrace the red this year. Red and pink are my colors for now, because I've done black because it's slimming for so long, and you get sweat, stuff. I live in the North Carolina, so in the summertime I like to wear dark colors because your girl, she has some sweat going on. But hopefully not this year now that I have my sweat control. So I'm going to wear these, and then I was looking for, now here, they don't match, and that's frustrating, but that's okay, because here's my other thing. I'm a tall gal, so I probably run I'm about 260 right now, which I need to lose about 30 pounds for me to really feel good, because it's like I carry it all in here, right? And then like a little here, a little there, but whatever, everybody has that. But I guess I'm more of an apple shape, which is, you know, I could have got a better shape, but I love my body. I am very happy with my body and what it's been through, and I appreciate my body, and I think it's just fucking beautiful the way it is. So I am a beautiful apple. I think I'm an apple, definitely not a pear. And so also, because I'm tall, and I come from a long line of talls, right? Like my great grandfather was like 6'5", 6'7". My mom's 5'11". My sister's 5'9". All my uncles are tall. So I come from tall people, but that also means I have a wide wrist, which means that none of this jewelry fits. Like, it was supposed to be a cute little present, but look, and I even took a lighter to it. Oh, look, that looks terrible. Look at that. Oh, I don't know if I can do it. I don't, like, you can even see it. I just feel like you can tell it's too small. And when you can tell if anything's too small, it's probably not going to look good on you. So I guess that's out the door. Okay, so I struggle with finding bracelets in particular. Rings, my fingers are always big. My wrists are big. My calves are big. I ordered a pair of black boots because I've had the same pair of I've had the same pair of boots now. They're actually tan for maybe 10 years, and they're my only like knee-high boots. So when I wear leggings and stuff, I like to wear them because they keep my legs much warmer, and I can still wear like cute stuff. And the only time I really like to wear short dresses is when I can wear leggings with them. So summertime, you're not going to find me in a short dress, but wintertime with leggings and tall boots, yes, that is my thing. So I was like, Amanda, you need to spend the money and get a pair of boots. So I ordered a pair off Amazon, like $60, white calf, came in, not white calf. And you'll say like, well, Amanda, why don't you go to the store and try them on? To which I will respond, there are no extra wide calf boots in the store to try on. Like, tell me where to go. I want to go and try them on. But you know, I guess I'm going to go for an extra wide. Sometimes I just think they look comically big. They go so big, and I don't know if I'm sure there are some women maybe who suffer with like lymphedema or swelling or things like that. But it's like either they're not big enough or they're like, holy cow. So I'm going to send those back because I want my $55, $60 back. And I'm going to have to keep ordering more. But one thing that usually always fits are necklaces. So I did get this, was like $7. You know, we spending that money around here. Now I have to buy presents for people, guys. So I did buy myself this, which was not a whole lot of money, but it's what I'm working with. So I thought, okay, so the black dress, right? And then the leggings down here. I know the purple's throwing everything off. So leggings with red, and then a nice red necklace. I think it's gonna be cute. So that's my Christmas look. The other thing that I have a problem with are earrings. And that is because if you watched my Get Ready With Me video, I talked about my scars, my surgery. Well, one thing that happened is when I had my surgery, they actually had to remove my ear, like lift it up, remove the whole thing, and then put it back. Well, when they did that, there's not any fat back here. They took all the fat. So this ear actually goes in much more than this one does. So when I wear earrings, they don't line up. And when I wear glasses, they don't line up. So I really try not to draw attention. I also have lost a lot of feeling in this ear. I can't really tell what I'm doing. And sometimes it is painful. Like, it's actually painful to wear earrings. And I used to have 3 holes. I'm down to just 1 because they've all closed up. So I did go and get some clip-ons, and I wore a pair of clip-ons, but they kind of hurt. Like, they were tight on this ear, but this ear, it actually did hurt. Like, sometimes when you have neuropathy, and that's just when it's your nerves go numb, but sometimes they don't go numb, and they can actually be painful because they're still sending messages. They're still nerving. You just aren't getting them, or maybe they did cut it and now it can't. But mine just has a really slow connection, and I don't think I'm ever going to get all that feeling back. So it feels weird. It feels painful. My ear gets all red. I don't think it looks good. So I'm going to try the clip-ons. I feel like if I could stretch them out a little bit and they weren't so tight, and you know, that was like $5 for 12 of them. Not great quality. So I may have to actually just invest some money in some good clip-ons. So yeah, we're still doing that. Okay, so I think that's all the outfit stuff. So let's move on to the face stuff. So one thing I did want to talk about was essential oils, because like right now I do have some rosemary in. I found this out from my boyfriend's mom because I have this recession here that is a result of the psoriasis, dermatitis, all that stuff where I had scabs or picked at them or whatever. And so I just have this huge empty spot on this side of my face. Not on this side of my face. Like this side looks nice and luscious, and then this side is like, where did all this go? And then it's gray, and it's super, like, if I even look at it with a flat iron, it's like, it shrivels up and dies on me. So I heard about rosemary oil, so I have just been like, I'm not even squeezing it, just like letting some of that natural, and again, I already have some in here. Well, it got in my eyeball. Okay, do not do that. Smells like a tree in here, and not that kind of tree either, guys. Come on, guys. Okay, so I'm just kind of rubbing it in. Now the other places that where I had the radiation, I also had the hair loss, and it's still growing back in. So it's been about 5 years now, and I'll show you because it's not like it's completely gone, but it's definitely catching up, still growing in. When I look at the back of my head, like in a mirror, I can tell that this side just starts much higher up. So I think it's kind of obvious. So I don't do a whole lot of ponytails or my hair up unless I'm wearing like a high collar or something. I also have one of those bumps in the back where I have an S-shaped spine. So it curves in a lot and pokes out at the bottom, and it also pokes out up here. So it's not like I can just go get it like the fat suctioned out. There's actual like spine in there. So it just, you know, I hope you guys don't think I'm on here just bitching and complaining. I just have been through a lot, and I'm hoping that I can make somebody else out there feel more comfortable with their body. And I hope that when I find these things, I can share these so that you can see, hey, maybe I want to try that. Oh, that worked well for her. She had radiation. Well, I did too. Okay, you know what? I stunk a little when I had radiation. You know, I want to connect with you. I want to talk about my story, not because I want to complain about it, but because I want to help and inspire other people. So that's what I'm doing. Okay, so that is, ooh, put the lid back on. All right, guys. So I also like essential oils, and then I promise I'm going to get, I'm like, okay, on to the face. Let's not do that. I have 3 more to talk about. This is bergamot. So bergamot smells like orange. Oh, like Fruity Pebbles. That's what it smells like. I never knew I liked bergamot. Ooh, and I think I actually like patchouli. I don't know. I think so. So what I've done with this one is in the summertime, it's really nice for like humidifiers if you want it to smell citrusy and everything. But I actually just put this in a simmer pot with some clove over the weekend, and it smelled like Christmas. It was amazing. So bergamot and just some clove and a whole bunch of water in a pot. Let it simmer like a low, you bring it to a boil and then simmer. Okay, it's like just a few, and then stir it every once in a while. And as that water cooks and evaporates, it releases the oils, and it just like smells good. And also, if you're like me right now, your skin's dry, you got a stuffy nose and all kind, like the moisture in the air is also good for you. So speaking of good for you, lavender. I also have problems sleeping. Oh, I should do a sleeping video. Oh my God, I've had so many problems sleeping. All right, video idea. I'm gonna go get in my bed. Maybe I'll like put on a face mask and get in my bed and do a whole sleeping video. You got it. You got it. All right. Lavender. So this one, don't eat any of this shit, by the way. Unless this is food grade, don't eat this shit. This is to smell good. So lavender also has had a lot of research done for its calming effects. So I like to put lavender like in the summertime. I like everything lavender. I want lavender martinis. I want lavender essential oils. I want lavender everything. But at nighttime, it's really helpful for calming you down. So if you're somebody who can be anxious like me and let your mind go for hours, having a routine is really the best thing to do. And one thing I do now as a routine is when I go in to go to bed, I set my humidifier. I turn it on. It's got a 3-hour timer, and I always put lavender in it. And I just get into bed, and I swear I fall asleep in half the time. I don't know how it works, but it's helped me a lot. And then the last one is eucalyptus. So, and none of this, again, is sponsored. I just went for the cheapest thing I could find with the best reviews. Tried to get organic where I could. Sometimes funds are limited. So one day when I'm rich, I'm going to make me a rich bitch. I'm going to go find us all of these and then see if I can get you guys a good price too. So eucalyptus is really great. I love to put it in the shower. My mom taught me that. Like turn on a nice hot shower and put a few drops of the oil in there, especially when you're congested or you're sick or in the wintertime. or if you want to do like a nice steam session and really just let it soak in. I also love to do it in my humidifier too, but I don't like going back and forth between like lavender, bergamot, eucalyptus, because I have to clean them out and everything. So I tend to do eucalyptus in the shower, lavender at night, and then I've been on the bergamot during the day because it's Christmas time. You can also do vanilla in there, like an orange vanilla. I almost was thinking like a chai tea situation. And the rosemary oil is new, so we'll see how that goes. I mean, I've used it 3 or 4 times, still looks the same. I don't think there's anything that really works overnight, so I will let you guys know. All right, so now I'm actually gonna do my face. Look at that. All right, so the first thing I've been using is this Garnier Skin Active Micellar Cleansing Water. Now this stuff, I feel like it's the lazy girl way to do it. I'm not great at washing my face, especially at night. I want to show you that stuff too, because if you are into washing your face, Brucey can entertain you for a little bit. There are some cute things I went out and got that I think, hey buddy, you eat for free. You gonna do something to entertain these people? Okay, so I found these on Amazon. And so if you're like me and you're like, oh, it goes all over the place, I screw up my hair and get water all in my hair. How cute! So cute. Well, maybe if my hair looked better, but whatever. I think it's fucking cute. And then, because for me, like when I'm washing my face, the water just goes all down my hair and it gets all over whatever I am wearing. And shout out to Soma. Right now, if you have never tried Soma PJ, I should really get paid for these. Okay, so Soma PJs. I'm a hustler, baby. Okay. So I love these Soma. They're the cool nights. They're not very helpful right now because I'm like freezing cold every night right now. But get you some Soma Cool Nights PJs, I'm telling you. So I got my little cuffs on. So what I do is I do this, like I'm getting ready for war. And then I found these cute little Sadie, S-A-I-E. Yeah, no deal. I was thinking Sadie. Get some water on here, get some facial cleaner. Maybe that Panoxyl is a really good one if I just want to really clean, like get my pore. I get these blackheads, like clean. I'll do this. And then I rinse this off, and it's so I'm not splashing water, and I can get it, all over my face. Now, this white color was not smart. I got it because I like to see how dirty my stuff gets. Not like a weird way, but after a while, I want to throw it out. I just don't want to put dirty things on my face because you can absolutely transfer germs and get styes. And, they call this I forget what it's called, but like the kill zone. That like if you get a pimple or something in here, you can get really terrible infections and there's not much they can do. And a lot of people, like, they'll get a pimple and they'll pop it and their hands are dirty. And then they get MRSA, which is like a flesh-eating bacteria in this danger zone. And people lose their face, they lose their nose, they get completely disfigured. So don't do that. Only use clean things. Like I also have a face razor. One day I'll show you guys that. I alcohol the shit out of that thing every time I use it because I don't need anything messing up the money maker. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so this is what I do when I have to wash my face. But I shower pretty much every day when I have to see people, which is, as most of you know, every day. So I usually just wash my face in the morning really well, put a whole bunch of makeup on it, and then use this as my kind of lazy girl come home at night hack. So this is the micellar water. Also, something weird. Oh, we're already at 30 minutes. Oh, okay. Something weird is that when Amazon ships these, there's no like protective packaging. I go to open it and it's like that, and I'm like, how do I know somebody didn't put something in this? Like I know people can accuse me of being paranoid. You're only paranoid till you're that person that dies from the thing that the other person didn't do because they were paranoid. So I'm gonna be paranoid about things, okay? So I sent it back. I said I'll send this back to me when it doesn't have any protective packaging. So they sent me back the exact same thing. So I was like, okay, is this Amazon or is it? I must be talking to a robot here, which is probably most of Amazon. So I went online and looked, and it did say that if there's there was an extra click when I opened it. After they said it, I did remember that, and apparently that's the safeguard. Come on, guys. It's 2020 fucking 5 in here. I could use a little. I got some food delivered from DoorDash the other day. No bag, no, not even, not. I'm just like, well, these people could have just done whatever they wanted to my food. Let's be a little more careful, people. So you just squirt right on there. And then this. Now, this I do not find gets all the makeup off. And it's because I do a 3-step process here. And by the time I get to the 3rd step, I'm still wiping makeup off. So if you want to clean, you really need to scrub, wash, you know, get your little armor on, or just soak yourself if that's what you like. It's all about you, whatever you want. So I've also talked to you guys about the fact that I don't really wear that heavy of a foundation. You know, I don't have that much to take. That's pretty much all of it. But for the purpose of this video, I am going to go in and just do one more cleanse. Now, I'm not in the habit of doing a double cleanse because, again, money, and what's the point if you're just going to sit here and put all this water on your face? You might as well just wash it. And I'm already paying one water bill. So, okay. I'm going to do the back. See? Still some coming off. And I didn't even really get on all of this crap. Now, this was just some basic. I went out yesterday to P.F. Chang's. I have never been to P.F. Chang's. I know you don't believe me. But I did. I went and I had Mongolian beef because I was treating myself to some meat. I haven't been eating a lot of meat lately. But when I go out, I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna eat when I go out if I want to have some meat. So I tried their lunch special, which was only $15 for a lunch special, and I was quite happy with it. So we got some of those crab puff appetizers that had real crab. I'm used to these Chinese local stores that you get that imitation crab and you're happy for it. So I was like, oh, wow, I know I'm somewhere fancy. And then I had one of those Sapporo beers. I really like those when I'm at an Asian restaurant because they're nice and light and mild and I don't get too full. A lot of the heavier ones I get full. How is there still makeup coming off of these things? Okay, so that's step number 1. Step number 2, now this is something that, again, has a history of really drying out my skin. This is Amazon Basics. There you go, Amazon. There you go. Thank you, Jeff Bezos. You're ruining the world and taking advantage of people, and I'm over here buying your fucking toner. But you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. I will one day make my own toner. How about that? So this is a toner. So toner dries, okay, guys? So it's basically, I don't think it's putting alcohol, but maybe it's like putting alcohol, something like that, something very astringent. So if you have sensitive skin like me, you might not want to do this all the time. I am not going to come down here because I usually do, and I do want to get here because this is like my pimple zones. Doing better with the smacking. Still have to acknowledge it. Doing better. Since I was a teenager, if I'm going to get a pimple, it's on my chin. Also, I used to have much bigger lips as I got older. This one here, when I drink, it like comes down, and so if I have any kind of chapstick, I just like right there for sure break out. And then I usually get one like somewhere, you know, maybe here or there. So I do want to get around my mouth. I also, like I talked about, have noticed some former smokers, some smoke lines. And so I really want to just exfoliate to try to keep everything so it doesn't go down. But maybe like try to, you know, do the best I can there. And then this toner will cause me to dry out so badly, so I will have to moisturize it. Now, the thing I don't know is if I'm supposed to do step 3 with step 2, but when I went on, okay, so this is what it's called, Paula's Choice, and this is the one I was telling you about. I did a lot of research and found. So you just take this little thing and you just do this. But when I went on to this website, they did have a step 2 called a toner. So I was like, well, obviously you're supposed to use a toner with it, so that's what I'm doing. But it may just be too drying for my skin. Again, this is a process. I don't have a whole lot. Can you even see that? I don't have a whole lot on there. I'm not going to go too crazy. It really is my nose that I like find. I just get these blackheads and I can pop them all day long and they just don't go away. And again, just around my mouth and then down into my, I'm not going to do any, oh, you know what? I do want to get my eyebrows because I do get some oily buildup. I just want to get in there. Okay, that's that. Hey, look at me moving right along. So that's pretty much what I do. I'm going to add some extra steps in here for you guys, though, because I have some things I want to show you. So the first one is this Ultra Sexy Scrub Pout. Now, right now, and kind of since I had radiation, my lips have just been so dry. Like, just, and it's a sugar scrub. And then I don't think I'm supposed to be talking while I do this. I'm also putting probably not very good oil right on top of my face. I just toned and exfoliated, so I wouldn't normally do this right now, but for you guys, I do extra. I do the most. Scrub, 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 dub, dub. And it tastes good. Tastes like vanilla. And eventually this stuff just kind of melts. It's like right here I get the worst. I saw a clip of Amy Winehouse and she was sitting there like picking at her lips. I was like, yes, girl, yes. I know what you were feeling. I've got a lot of like dryness here. Okay, so I am gonna take this micellar. Ooh, it's yummy. I'm gonna take some of this micellar and just wipe off around the edges because I don't want to have another breakout, and I am gonna use this as my like cleansing for the night. I'm not coming back in here later. It's like 5, 6 o'clock, so. Okay. So that's one thing I've been talking a lot about is exfoliation. Exfoliate, exfoliate, exfoliate. It's the best thing you can do. Don't do too much because you will dry the fuck out of your face and walk around with a chapped looking cheeks for a couple of days, but you know, you gotta live and learn. But I am finding just my whole body, whole thing, exfoliate and moisturize, exfoliate, moisturize. Best thing I've been able to do. So one of the other things I've been trying to do, have not been very successful, is using a rose quartz roller. So I do know a lot about swelling from having surgeries and everything else I've been through. And this is actually cold because it's like 68 in my house right now, so it feels pretty good. So I believe the only real effects of this is that you're moving around fluid. So if you have somewhere that is puffy, like under my eyes, this is really good because it kind of like moves that fluid out. So I've had some pretty cool medical massages from lymphatic PTs that specialize in it, where they come in and do certain moves to actually drain. And I have seen the difference when I walk in. They've taken a picture of my face, and a couple months later I walk out. Okay, I go in. A couple months later I come out, or we take a picture. There's a noticeable difference. They actually took some measurements, and I lost over 1.5 inches of swelling in my face that I had for years. And it took them going in and doing like lymphatic drainage massage. So this is one thing you can do at home. So if you have puff, you know, you got some puff daddy eyes here. Why does he keep coming up? You know, 50 just released that documentary, and I have not watched it yet because I watched all of the like press about it, and then I just kind of got overwhelmed, and I was like, man, the whole world sucks, people are evil. And then I was like, okay, man, you don't need to go down that route. So I kind of stopped paying attention to it. I heard he went to jail. I was like, good, bye, good riddance. Okay, you and Harvey Weinstein and everybody else on your pedophile islands can go fuck off in a jail cell for all I care. So anyways, rose quartz. And where's the other half, you might ask? So I've also been talking about crystals, and turns out that rose quartz is one that is especially really good for your healing of your own self and what you look like, especially when it comes to your looks and loving your body. And so there are some properties. So I've read online on the all-knowing interweb that actual rose quartz, and I believe this is, I bought it off Amazon, so it said it was real. I don't believe anything anymore. So there was a bigger one, so it said that you should take it and put it inside your pillowcase and sleep at night, and that it's just supposed to help like release blockages or negative thoughts about yourself. And if you tell yourself some mantras before you go to bed, like, I am beautiful, I love my body, I don't care what other people think, and then you have this rose quartz, I don't know, it's supposed to somehow like make you feel good. So anything that makes me feel good, I'm all about. So I'm missing half, and I gotta be honest, it's been a while since I've even used this, so. And I don't think this is the way to do it. I should really. Don't listen to me, kids. Find another YouTuber that knows what they're doing. I'm just getting started here, okay? I need a little bit of a beginner stuff. So I want to put this on too. So I did that like lip liner that you put on and then it stains it, and love it. I was driving in the car and I was like, oh, look at my lip liner. And it stays on for a couple of hours, and I had to do it yesterday before I went out with my boyfriend. And I was like, don't look at me. And he looks over and I've got like this, and he's like, what are you? And I was like, I said, don't look at me. I need 10 minutes, okay? And it's hot. I was hot in the bathroom, so I was sitting on the couch doing my lip liner. So this, I guess I should tell you what this is. Nooni, Nooni, and I love this stuff. I look for something on Amazon. I go to the top rated products and then I read the reviews, and I just look for things that resonate with me. This is a lip tint, so It is not a lip liner. It's not going to get like super dark. The one I like, I'll tell you the, I still have some sugar scrub on me. But what it is, it gives you a nice gloss. Now this gloss does wear off as soon as, 20 minutes from now, I'm not going to be this shiny, but that's okay, because sometimes I feel like as I get older, the more obvious the makeup, the older it makes me look, like walking around with super shiny gloss, I feel like ages me. So I'm not in it for the gloss, but I like the moisturizing that it does when you first put it on. This is, oh my gosh, I'm getting to the age where I also can't see things close up. Apple cherry. Apple cherry lip oil. Guess he's not getting sponsored by them. I used to have a lisp too because I sucked my thumb until I was 12, so I like had the worst lisp. So I have a lot of things working against me. Okay, I'm a warrior. I am a warrior. All right, so for my face, okay, I think we're at the point where I can start doing some moisturizer. So I do want to do these. I know you've all seen these. I stole some from my sister's house while she was standing there while I did it, and I was like, I need some of those. So she let me take this, and by stole meaning I didn't really give her a choice, but she physically could have stopped me, so I say she volunteered. Okay, come on now. And I guess I should put on my actual moisturizer, and then, no, I can't. Okay, I know what I'm going to do, because I wanted to show you guys a couple of things. I'm glad I looked at that. Yeah, I'm getting better. Look at me. Oh, sorry, I got a little saliva. I need to take a little sippy sip. I did stop and get Popeyes on the way. I'm trying not to keep anything bad in the house, and by bad, I don't like to label food good and bad. I just mean bad as in I'm attracted to it. I want it. I want to eat it. If there are potato chips in my pantry, I'm like, oh. And I will sit there and think about those potato chips, and then I'll eat them because I'll tell myself, well, if I just eat them, then I get them out of here. And I do that all the time. So I'm really not trying to keep any kind of soda, fried food, anything that I would consider, I don't want to say bad anymore. I really don't want to do that. I want to say unhealthy, or, that's going to tempt me to not make good decisions for myself. But what the compromise is that when I'm out, I can indulge. So like I'm trying to, if I get a burger, have a side salad. Also, I can't eat very much having the smaller stomach. So, and then because of my esophagitis, I have to watch the spice and I can't overeat. So it's been, just a lot, but I do, something got in my eye. I am still allowing myself to have some stuff every once in a while, because I do know that if I don't, I will just binge. Like if I want cake, I can go out and get one slice of cake, maybe share it with somebody, maybe get one slice and enjoy it myself. If I don't, I will go get a cake and then I will eat the whole cake over the next 3 days. It's like, just get the fucking piece of cake, okay? And I was listening to this one lady, Corinne Crabtree, and I like her. Talk about a cusser. She's my kind of lady. Even I'm like, damn, Corinne, you dropping that F-bomb. But when I read through her stuff, the biggest takeaway that I had was it's all about sticking to what you say for you. So she's all about journaling the night before. Okay, tomorrow I'm going to eat this for breakfast. I'm going to eat this for lunch. I'm going to eat this for dinner. And then she says, eat that tomorrow for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It doesn't matter if your coworker came in with a dozen donuts or somebody's surprise birthday and there's ice cream. You told yourself this is what you're going to eat. And so that's what you're going to do. And what it does is it's that muscle. It's exercising that muscle that says, I'm going to stick up for myself and I'm going to do this for myself. Now, she doesn't say don't eat it. She just says, okay, if you really want it, take a piece home, put it on your paper, eat it the next day. She said she had one lady that had to have ice cream every day. She said, okay, put it on your list. Eat ice cream every day. There's nothing you can't eat, but you're not just going to make decisions in the moment, because you're not going to make good decisions in the moment. Like you obviously, if you are overweight, it's because you're not making good impulse decisions, right? So why put yourself in that situation? And I did find it easier when I was doing that to just say, no, I'm not going to eat that, because I told myself I wasn't going to. And I didn't feel like I was saying, no, because you're not good enough, or you're not thin enough, or this or that. It was because I told myself that's what I was going to do. And it's all about building up that self-confidence. Now, I want you to go do her program and make money. I don't want to give it all away. Okay, so another thing I've been doing which I'm not going to do now because I'm going to do something else instead, is a vitamin C and E serum. So again, vitamin C is really good for clearing up dark spots, discoloration, and vitamin E, I think it's just good for your skin. I don't know, go Google it. Isn't vitamin E good for everything? Okay, so here's the thing I wanted to talk about. Castor oil. I know, don't you think about like your grandma? I do. Like, I hate to say this, but like old people. And I don't say that like I think I'm an old person. You know, I think it's relative. I'm talking about when I was younger and I heard castor oil, I thought about my grandparents, right? So there are some people who eat it. I do think it's a natural diuretic. So if you get stopped up, but definitely go online. Don't even go. Why am I telling people to like WebMD? Talk to your doctor. Before you ingest anything like this. I would just go online and look and see like my weight per the dose, but I also haven't ingested any of this. This one had really good reviews. It's Jamaican black castor oil. Is it organic? No. Sunny Isle. Original, authentic. So this stuff, jury's still out. I've watched a couple YouTube videos of some women who are aging and have just talked so much good stuff about castor oil, just everywhere. Their face, apparently it's like good. They've even said things like lifted their boobs. If something really lifted your boobs the way they acted like it did, it would not be a secret. It would be like Ozempic, okay? Oh, boob lifting. Yeah, oh my gosh, like that's Post-it all over again. Money, you know, you're coming into some money. So no, I believe what you want to believe, but if it really works that good, I think everybody would be using castor oil. But I really like it for the moisturizing part of it. So I have noticed that on the parts of my body where I do use it, I like to use it on my thighs because I do feel like I get lumps and bumps down there just from being dry, again, dry skin. On my booty, I like to put castor oil on my booty. I like to put it on my boobs because sometimes from like some laundry detergents will even like dry out my nipples and make things like itchy sometimes. So I do have to moisturize my boobs, especially that area and then right under it from where the bras come in. So exfoliate, ladies, exfoliate under your boobs and then put that Lumi under there. I'm telling you, world of difference. I love this for my arms, back of my arms, hands, and especially my face and my décolletage. So I am going to put this on. But I want to put on these gold under eye things, so remind me not to go under my eyes because I always tell myself things and then forget them. Oh my God, I almost just went under my eyes. I'm not going to put any on because I want my nose, I want the port. I probably shouldn't put any on here. I do think this breaks you out. Does it? Google it. If I wasn't recording on my phone. I do have cameras. They're really old. I just put it under my fucking eye. They're really old. And I don't really know how to work the settings on them. And I have like an SD card. I don't even know if my current laptop takes an SD card. Don't they all take SD cards? You know, I'm here to inspire and also learn myself, guys. So I'm going to put some right here. Now, when I was hearing about all the great things about castor oil, it was like, you have to pat it in. Because it's kind of like hyaluronic acid. Hyaluronic acid. And then since that not castor oil, but hyaluronic acid. Isn't it Eva Mendes, one of those stars, also is on the commercial, like trying to say it. It's really hard to say. But the idea is that it pulls the water and the moisture to the surface of your skin. So what you want to do is pat it on, and then it will create like this barrier. I don't know. I just had an esthetician tell me to do that with the hyaluronic acid, which made a world of difference for my face. It's just a little too pricey for me right now. It's the Dermatologica hyaluronic acid. They sell it at the massage place I used to go to. What is it called? Hand and Stone Massage. Haven't been there in years. But they carried it there, and when I went there a couple times to get a facial, they had it, and so I would put that on, and then like I would wake up in the morning, put on my I just put some water on my face, pat it off so it was still kind of wet, put on my hyaluronic acid, and then put on whatever I was putting on for the day. And I would tell you, I noticed a huge difference in my wrinkles, in like the mandolin lines right here, in my lines here, and in here. And I actually ran into a coworker one day, and I was wearing nothing but hyaluronic acid, and he looked at me and was like, was my day off. I went for sushi. He was happened to be there. He's like, you look amazing. I didn't have one stitch of makeup on. I just had that stuff on, and I had been using it consistently, which is also the key for castor oil. And so it did really, really well. I'm going to get it in my dry eyebrows, and then I might have to like, oh, I watched that new Knives Out today. So good. That cop guy, he is such a good actor. Now he looks a lot different. Oh, what was the other one? Oh, the one with Sean Connery. No, what is his name? Mel Gibson. No. Oh God, what is it with Adam Sandler? What is his name? George Clooney and Adam Sandler, and it made me cry. I was like, why are we watching this? If you have daddy issues, you might not want to watch that on a night you have to worry about your mascara running. So I'll just tell you right now. But the Knives Out, I love that one, the Glass Onion or whatever. I love those like funny murder mystery things. Okay, so I'm going to take some of this extra and put it here. I've also been using cuticle oil. I will do like a nails because I found some cool stuff for my nails too. Okay, this is the thing about castor oils. Once you put it on, you can't really touch a whole lot of stuff. But we are getting kind of, wow, we are almost at an hour, you guys. If you are still with me, yeah. Oh, I think I had 11 views on my Get Ready With Me. But I watched it like 3 times, maybe 4. So I think, but then I watched my other videos a couple times and I only had like 1 view. So does it count my view? But I don't think I watched it 11 times because I do love myself. I don't think I love myself. So I'm like, did somebody watch my video? Hi. Hey, how you doing? No, I'm not hitting on you. Maybe a little. Okay, anyways, I'm super shiny and I'm going to stay this way. I would not do castor oil in the morning. In the morning, I do vitamin C. So take my shower, wash with Panoxyl, get out, vitamin C everywhere. I don't really put this stuff on my nose. And then I go in with my, oh, let me show you because I did tell you guys last time about this. My BB cream. Couldn't remember it. Sometimes I get CC, but I think I prefer this one for some reason. I think it's because it's the one that has the broad spectrum. So I don't care what time of year you're going outside, ladies, you need sunblock, face, neck, chest. That's how you end up with this, like these lines and this aging. I got aging, your chest ages, okay? So put this on, or something like this every day. Make sure it says sun protection, okay? And you want all the UV, whatever. Get the broad spectrum. So this is light, medium, sheer tint. I'm not going to put it on over the castor oil. But I take that. And then my Clinique, because I feel like sometimes when I watch the videos, I even confuse myself. So I take these too. When I was talking about 3 to 4 pumps of my Clinique gel moisturizer, and then a big old glob of this, mix it together, smear it on my face. I go on with my busy day. Do some eyeshadow, maybe a little eyebrow pencil if I'm feeling like I need it, mascara, Noonie lip gloss, good to go. The thing I forgot to mention is this is a stain. Because I don't like when I put on lipstick and then I drink something and then it's gone. It's like, what the fuck? And I feel like I look different with it on. So it's like 1 minute you see me with this, the next minute you don't, the next minute you do. I don't like that. So not only will the moisture go away, it will leave a tint. And the more I apply it, the longer the tint stays. So sometimes I want a more intense. Like if I'm going out for the night, I might want to do a couple. Like this will stay for a little bit, but as I eat and drink, it will fade. So it does calm down a little bit. Okay, let's do these cool guys. Is this the side I put on? It'd be nice if they said like front and back. And I do notice puffing now. So I like these, the rose quartz. I don't really see any difference when I use this stuff except for puffiness. And I think it's just because it's cold and then whatever it's soaking my face in might actually help. It may be that I don't wear them the right way. And I'm just going to let that stuff just kind of, I got that castor oil one. Okay. Hey. Oh. Hey, boo. Okay. So I'm going to keep these on. And, okay, I got one more thing. Where's the lid for this? Now, put your lid back on your castor oil. Because if you spill this shit, you're going to be very upset with yourself for a while you have to clean. Now, I did want to do this. I decided to do the lip stuff instead. Another thing I got from my sister. This is vegan, which is cool. Sun's Out, Pouts Out, gold foil lip mask. But I was like, how can I talk with this on? So I may still do this tonight, but now that I have all this oily stuff on and my lips are chapped, I might just leave it on and then come in before I go to bed and do one last little, like, I might come in and just take a little toner or the, I'm loving the, look, it's sliding down. Oh, ain't number one shit on this shit. Ooh, she's slippery. Okay, we're almost done. And this. Hey, hey. I did take another CBD. Oh, I'm going to show you guys my CBD stuff because some of it's CBD, some of it's Delta, whatever is legal. Like North Carolina, we are, I think they just approved medical use. Like, how can people with cancer not have access to pot? When I had radiation, I had a friend that got me high. It was the only thing I could do to eat. I could not eat for days. And I mean, how dare you take away something that could actually give somebody peace that is made on earth? You tell them they can't go out into their own yard, pick a weed and smoke it because they feel better while they're dying from cancer. Shame on you. While the people the next state over, little old grandma sitting on her rocker smoking her doobies, not a problem. Like, get the fuck over it, guys. Come on, it's weed. Grow up. Get off your high horse, Amanda. Okay. So, I do want to show you guys some of this. I'm just looking around to make sure I didn't miss anything. Because last time, I felt like I missed things. And then we ended up with an hour-long video. Coconut oil. I told you guys about this last time. Okay, this is the last thing I'm going to do. Because now I'm going to be all gloopy globbery. And I still have to figure out how to stop the video. So, I buy coconut oil. I don't cook with it. I do buy two. The reason I don't is because I put this on my booty and stuff. Sometimes I don't want to, like, how clean is it after it's been sitting in the bathroom with my fingers? I don't want to eat that. I don't want to serve people that. So I may go out and get, I know Brucey. I know. Somebody's getting antsy. He's like, are you done yet? Lady, it's been an hour. I know. Will you lay down, please? I'm almost done. Look at that cute face. Okay. All right. I'm getting the begs. All right. So it's kind of hard at room temperature. Some of them are a little better, but what I do is take this. So this is the one I was telling you about. Actually, it does have some research for it helping your hair, meaning that it can help repair your hair. So these ends here, you know, the thing is that I've just bleached and then bleached on top of bleach and then bleached on top of bleach. That, like, you get to the bottom half of my hair and it doesn't even really have a lot of curl left. It doesn't really have a lot of life left. But the problem is I can't see. Like, if I could see, if I could do my own hair, it would look so good. Not because I'm good at doing hair, but because I know my own hair so well. The problem is that I just can't see. Oh, it smells like coconut. I don't like pina coladas, but I do like the smell. I would much rather have a daiquiri. I don't love milk in my alcoholic drinks, but I just made some coquito the other day, and I've been getting into it. It's just so heavy. Okay, so this is probably the most I'm going to do now because it is getting later, and it will take hours. So don't do this and expect like you're going to wake up tomorrow and your hair is going to look great. You're going to have to wash it, okay? So I'm going to put this in, and then I'm not planning on doing much tomorrow, so it's okay that it sits in. But I will need to probably wash it out tomorrow night. I also want to warn you, this will get all over your pillowcase. So don't put your nice, like I have these nice silk pillowcases I got for Christmas one year for my sister because it's also supposed to help with breakage. See, like when I do this, it doesn't look so bad. Or is it just the lighting? Anyway, so that's it. If I'm really wanting to go for it, I might put more oil in, but I don't feel like it. It's been an hour, you guys. Wow. So I definitely am going to do a bedtime video. I also wanted to do like a nails, talk about nails video. I do want to get into like a political video, but I don't want that to be my whole thing. I just feel like I have these ideas that I want to get out and share with people, but I don't want that to be what my whole channel is about. So I want to get things that are more me, more artistic, beauty, creative, organic, holistic, oils, crystals, you know, spirituality. That's much more what I want my channel to be about. So I'm not super in a rush to post anything about religion, politics, super sexual, like anything like that right off the bat. I want you guys to get to know me first and really understand what I'm here doing. But I have all these things I just need to get out and tell people. So you're going to have to listen to me at some point. Well, I guess you don't have to, but I will put it out there for you. So I think that was everything. I think I remembered everything this time. I'm really proud of myself, you guys. We will watch and wait this hair. I am going to have to do something about this, though, because I do have to see people at some point this week. So tomorrow night, what I might do is just flip on the camera for a little bit. And I've been thinking about going in with a shadow root, which is basically where I take this darker color that I put in, mix it with a little toner, and then just like put it just right at the root, kind of, so it helps, because it did have some run over. That's also a problem, is that I'm not used to this new bleach, and it definitely blew up on me more than my old one did. So I can't see right now, but there were definitely a couple places where I guess it's like bleeding is what you would call it, which it gives you hot roots, which is where your roots are like orange and bleach and blonde and everything else is not. So, but I had to put some dark in here because, one, the dark helps with the damage. It restores, like if you think about a strand of hair, when you bleach it, it's got all these scales, like a scale, like a fish. And when you bleach it, you open up that cuticle. So then it's so much more susceptible to everything around it, your environment, smoke, whatever you put in it, your chemicals. And so when it's already open and then you bleach it, that's how you kill your hair and damage it. So when you put dark color in your hair, it actually helps to seal up those scales, which gives you a much smoother, healthier hair. So I had to go in with the dark. Also, it starts to this look orange. And you can only tone it so much. And if I don't want to go in with more bleach, because I don't want to look washed out, I have to put some dark in my hair. So this one's the darker ash color. I'll do a whole hair video where I'll do it with you guys. I just wasn't set up and I had to do it because it's Christmas time and I have to wash it a couple times for it to look good. So I needed to get it done. But I'll show you guys what I do. And honestly, I don't want to do it. I'm so tired of doing it. It doesn't look great. I always want to get my hair done, but I've just never really been able to afford it. And then everywhere I go, the stylist moves or changes. Same thing with massage therapists. It's like so hard to find somebody that you call and they're still working at the same place. I don't know if employers are just squeezing people that much, but okay, Brucey, I'm getting the, can I get out of the bathroom, please, Mom? Hussy doesn't like showers or peanut butter. I know, it's weird, isn't it? Like I give him peanut butter and he just like for 30 minutes. Okay, I hear you. I'm coming. Okay, so this is my get unready with me. And I definitely don't do all this every night, but for you guys, I did a little extra. Look at this, looks so cute. Okay, you guys are beautiful inside and out. Thank you for 1 hour and 1 minute. Holy cow! Wow. Okay, I'm just getting started, guys. But I won't make them this long in the future. I think that's too long. Okay, so anyways, if you're still here, thank you. If you actually watched, thank you. And I will be back soon with a not so long video. Okay, guys, love you. Bye.